cleansing nature of the rain flow through you. What is good, my friend? Hope you've been well. Hope you've been well, my man. Hope you've been well. It's been quite the 24 hours. Quite the 24. This human existence, this 3D existence, baby. Holy shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's quite a time. It's quite a time to be alive. Quite a time. For whatever reason, I found myself kind of going through. Don't normally see you at this time. Yeah, yes. I don't know, been doing a mix of things. Usually actually a week back, I'd often stream at night times. Because it's a very quiet energy, it's almost like... But today, as we're just around the sound of rain. Yeah, it's like a quiet sort of night energy. I wasn't even sure I was going to stream today, but I kind of just made the decision. I was like, I want to sit with this portal. I want to see what flows through. I just want to say hello to my beautiful YouTube community. Whatever appears, just take, because that's the thing is, there's many different reasons I feel one can desire to sit with community, sit with the stream, sit with whatever this portal is for them. Yeah, but for more than not, for me, often these portals, sometimes it's about the other, sometimes it's about the dialogue, sometimes it's about the performance, the musical performance. But sometimes it's just, I don't know, it's just catharsis. It's catharsis. It's like, it's the same, return the core intention that I had when I did shrooms in the forest all those years ago. When I was looking at myself and kind of being like, what would happen? Like, how beautiful, what would occur if I were to create a relationship with this portal, with this experience? What would occur as I was on mushrooms if I just flipped on this camera and see what flows through? See what arises, see what arises in my subconscious, see what flows through. I think that's the most powerful component, and many rights. There's a million different reasons I feel to stream, a million different intentions that can flow through, but I think sometimes it just comes down to showing up, showing up for yourself if you are the streamer. But this is a universal thing I think that is relevant in the real world all the time. And I actually speak of this openly. Significant and powerful things happen when we choose to show up in life. Even when we find ourselves, maybe not feeling our best, maybe not feeling fully regulated. So, Mr. Joe Dispenza, drawing from our energy field. So as we discussed earlier, nice hat. Thanks, dog. 6 a.m. in the UK. Wow, bro. What a contrast. What a contrast. Well, that's pretty wild. Blessings from Canada, brother. I would love to visit the UK one day. But yeah, what a contrast. It's a rainy night. I just did 2 hours of strength training. Did like an hour of songwriting. My brain is just like, it's in an interesting place. As we discussed earlier, our bodies are surrounded by invisible fields of electromagnetic energy that are always carrying a conscious intention or a directive. When we activate each body's 7 energy centers, we could say that we are expressing energy out of these centers. Simply put, when we are active as conscious beings, we activate a specific energy center in the individual center. We stimulate the associated neurological plexus to produce a level of mind that then activates the proper glands, the tissues, the hormones, and the chemicals in each other. Once each unique center is turned on, the body emits energy carrying specific information or intention from this. It goes on and on. Welcome, friends. Hey man, what's up? What's good, Ocean? What's good, brother? Yeah, as I was just kind of saying to Nenzo here, as I was like, man, these last 24 hours have been an experience. Like, we're really in this, man. We're really in this human experience. We're really in this 3D human reality, friends. And yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, I found myself kind of process a lot. I had some very vivid dreams. Like, I basically took a nap, and then I had some of the most bizarre, vivid dreams where I thought I lived 24 hours in the dream realm. And then I woke up, and then I wrote a bunch of music. It was almost like Adam Gontier, 3 Days Grace type of style music. Still in the making, and I'm still unpackaging all that, but man, that felt wild. Why, thank you, Blackburn. Welcome to this channel, brother. Welcome to this place. Yo, what's poppin'? What is poppin'? Can you do Everlong? Nice. Wow. Wicked, bro. We got, you know, what is a stream? What is a stream without the 1%? The 1% of the 1%. Jewel Cool Cat. The bruv. He's just throwing out fallacious arguments. The homie's he's trying to, what's the word? Yeah, I guess that's the word as any. Thank you so much for revealing yourself, brother. We got our 1% of the 1%, the trolls, the hardcore, unhinged. Thank you for being here, brother. Anyway, guitar sounds cool. Thank you, brother. I haven't even gotten started, but you can trust this is a beautiful guitar. It is. I've been playing so much electric guitar lately, it's kind of funny. Playing acoustic, I'm like, oh, here we are. What's good, Floyd? What's good, Hunter? Hope you've been well, my guy. I'm a sister. Wicked. Beautiful. Well, welcome, sister. Welcome. I can only see texts on screen, but I assume all my audience is men, but of course we have some awesome, phenomenal women in this community. What am I reading before? Yo, I was reading Joe Dispenza, brother. I was reading Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza is Becoming Supernatural. If you are interested in a good book that will blow your mind, specifically because it's like metaphysical philosophy. Whoa, look at that. But yeah, it's a good book. I mean, Joe Dispenza himself, you may or may not be familiar. He's kind of an eccentric dude, a weird, I don't even know how to describe it. He seems to be like almost a awkward but creative. He's a genius. He's a complete genius. But yeah, unorthodox as ever. What is poppin'? Do you know how to play Nutshell by Alice in Chains? I don't know how to perform any Alice in Chains, brother. Or brother or sister. I was playing around with these drop D. I think I'm just gonna showcase a little bit what I was playing around with earlier. Some of these like drop D chords that are basically triads and dyads, all kind of expanding, you know? It's like power chords, but with another. This is early 2000s vibe. Nice. We've achieved this, brother. Hell yeah, that's what we're doing, babies. We're bringing back the 1800s and the 80s hat, and we're bringing back the 2000s energy. 2000s YouTube, bro. You know, where it was a different time, where it was just a guy and a camera and a guitar maybe. Appreciate you, Rhonda. I'm just here, man. Hey, brother, where are you from? I'm in British Columbia, Canada, my man. My name is Ryan, by the way. Let's see if we can focus. Drop D, man, Drop D is a beautiful, beautiful, exquisite tuning that I can never get enough of for some reason. Hey Ryan, can you play Out of Compton? What? Straight Out of Compton. What a great request, brother. I would love to play Straight Out of Compton, but I just also don't know how. And I don't think I possess that ability, brother. Super dope. I'm my man Ryan. I'm from the Middle Earth, New Zealand. Dude. That's so great. I actually had a song that I created the other month called Middle Earth, or Welcome to Middle Earth. That was literally just love for, well, Lord of the Rings dimensions, but in a direct sense, like indirect sense, New Zealand. New Zealand's cool. Yeah, so that's very great. Your music has the power to transport the mind to another dimension. It's a vessel to capture. Wow. Absolutely, dog. Absolutely. It's a vessel capturing and carrying you anywhere you want to go. It's a powerful device. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Honestly. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you guys were here yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. I'm almost positive it was yesterday. It's been an intense 24 hours, but I think yesterday I did a live sound journey. Like, I was looping sound journey stuff, and it went pretty well, where I was kind of like in a place where I was like, because basically I saw East Forest. He's an artist, phenomenal artist. Shout out East Forest. His real name's Krishna, and he's like as white as me. It's a phenomenal dude, but he basically creates powerful 2-hour sound journeys, like probably the most powerful sound journeys I've ever heard, and he did it all live, and he basically made me really inspired. I was like, man, I would love to bridge these worlds with creating... Basically, I want to create sound journeys in the near future. Where, I love creating sound journeys in music and etc. But I would love to put people in altered states. Like, it was almost like listening to this East Forest experience live. It literally put me into a trance. I was in a trance. I was obviously sober, but I felt like I was on mushrooms. Like 40 minutes to an hour through this performance. It was powerful. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Yeah, greetings from Arizona. Yo, Raging Corn is a good drop D. Yeah, brother. Well, that's the thing. I was playing around earlier. I don't know if you guys... There's this artist called Grayson Earhart. He's like a really dope artist. And he's actually inspired me to kind of play around a lot with, like... Yeah, very, very nice. Wow. Yeah, crazy though. I mean, I've been playing so much electric guitar lately. It's funny. It's probably the first time I've been warming up my acoustic guitar. Usually, if you know, I play acoustic guitar usually about 3, 4, 5 hours a day. But I haven't today. I have not today. But a lot of electric. My friend, your stream is growing so much. Congratulations. You're better than some people with 20K subs. Wow. Thank you, Floyd. Brother, thank you. Thank you so much, man. I don't even know what the fuck to attribute. I'll be honest. Shout out YouTube algorithm. Shout out YouTube algorithm. Shout out consistency. I swear, dog. like I was very transparent. My streams were literally just like gonzo. They were just like, I'll be sitting with like 10, 20 people. Really dope 10, 20 people when I was doing these streams like, maybe a couple months ago. And I've only been streaming for 5 months, and yeah, I've gone from like I had a burst where I was like, oh shit, I got some love from the algorithm, and now it seems like my streams are consistently, they're hitting a good algorithmic flow, which is happy, makes me happy, because I'll be honest, I've kind of burnt myself out a little bit, like just a little bit, where I've been like streaming, sometimes like 2 hours, 4 hours, multiple times a day, where I'm just like, damn, like this is powerful stuff. Like it's beautiful. It's like I'm very committed and devoted. Actually, I really want to. Like it actually is surreal to think that I'm just about at 2K watch hours, and I'm gonna be at 4K watch hours probably within about 4, maybe 5 weeks. Like if I'm being realistic, and that's just mind blowing to think. Like I could actually be like. I could be receiving ad revenue, being sponsored, this, that, who knows, like actually making money doing YouTube. Which is funny because I'm just like, it's kind of like, I'm not like, I make money? No, this is pro bono. I'm a pro bono YouTuber. But it kind of like breaks my brain in a beautiful way where I'm like, damn, this is kind of tight that the actual reality sinking in, that I could be cashing checks while growing a beautiful community, while sharing music, teaching people, like sharing philosophy. Like there's so much I'm just grateful for. But yeah, I appreciate that though. I appreciate that, Hunter. Because I get desensitized, bro. This is kind of like the quintessential human condition that I'm such a yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good with, stepping outside of myself, more or less. But surely, as I'm, like, streaming multiple hours a day and grinding, I'm looking at, like, the vision that's, like, way beyond this present moment sometimes. And it's nice to kind of reflect and sit back and be like, damn, like, this is actually going really well. Even though it doesn't feel like, sometimes I'm just so fixated, I'm like, I just gotta grind. But, yeah, it's a good feeling to see something beautiful is manifesting. Yeah, the loop. Yeah, bro, the loop, absolutely. Dude, I'm gonna release that loop. I created a loop. I call it transverse. Oh, traverse, not transverse. Traverse. It's traverse, which means to go, to reach beyond, to go. And it made sense because that song, it felt like it was just like, you're walking through a forest or something. Music takes everyone's imagination to the max. Imagination maxing. Damn. Wow. It seems like everything is a max nowadays, but that's super dope. Shout out imagination maxing, bro. We just gotta, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what, so that means we're just doing it. All is none. It's called drugs. What is called drugs? We already have it? Bro, I'm so confused. It's called sobriety, brother. It's called get high off your own supply, like Wim Hof says. It's called strength training. It's called creating music. Shout out mushrooms, though. We don't judge, though. We don't judge people here. People can do substances if they desire to. We've all been 15. Just subscribe. I hope to catch you streaming again. I gotta bounce. Facts. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you joining this portal. Yeah, today, again, I didn't even think I was gonna stream today. I was kind of like, integrating a lot. Thought I was maybe gonna do some mushrooms. I was like songwriting a bunch. Kind of just heart-to-heart day. I was like, this is just organic living day. But then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna say hello to the stream community. No, that was the LSD. Ah. Damn. I'll be honest, friends. I mean, if you've been here for a while, I like to just kind of dive down these rabbit holes about, my love for psychedelics. Just romanticizing and appreciating altered states of consciousness as a whole. Like, what a beautiful thing. But anyway, I think I'm seeing the reoccurring pattern that I would love to get my hands on some really beautiful, high-quality LSD. And probably do some. Probably do a very small amount with my partner. Maybe. Maybe just alone. I don't know. But I feel like part of me just is feeling really attracted to just going back into the forest and doing some LSD. Whoa. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Whoa, 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 no, bro. I mean, again, we don't judge, but no thank you. We say no thank you to cocaine. Like, no, bro. There's better ways to get dopamine, bro. Careless Whisper riff. Oof. Bro, I never learned that riff. I've never learned meme songs, I'll be honest here. Maybe I went wrong there. Maybe I would. I think what's gonna happen is in the future, like this is the thing, I predicted this. You know, I don't do covers and I don't desire to do covers, but I think I'm gonna definitely do a thing where I'm going to interpret and remix songs like very intentionally, probably like movie scores and other stuff. So if people, you know, want to be like, yo, play this song, I'll give them like a live improv interpretation of it. Just for the sake of an experience, especially if I'm monetized, who knows? Maybe people will really enjoy that. I don't know. Hello, welcome Marilyn Core. I think I'm way behind. Let's see how behind I am in comments. Nice. Yeah, I love this hat, bro. Honestly, I was thinking about this later today. I was like, I've had this hat for like 6 days, I think. And man, I remember at first I was kind of like, whoa, this is like a paradigm shift. Suddenly I'm this guy with hat. But I'll be honest, the more I've rocked this hat in every capacity imaginable, hats are dope. Like hats, especially if it's an original hat you design. But man, hats are life changing. Hats like, and again, deadass, like this is my experience and part of what I unconsciously did is hats for me, at least this hat, right? This actually boosts my creativity. No lie. This is not. It like literally makes me write more unapologetic like vocal pieces. It's weird. I don't know why exactly, but this is the truth. This is what's happened. I've literally like since I've had this hat. Can I have that hat? No. You can buy it though. You can buy the same one. You can buy the Etsy. I posted the Etsy shop. I should probably eventually just get affiliate. I look like you like a cracked out Heath Ledger. Nice. That's high praise. One cracked out projection to another. I don't know, bro. I love Heath Ledger. So, yeah, thank you for the high praise. I mean, I'm not Heath Ledger, of course, I'm myself, but absolutely love the dude. He's a gem. You're my favorite streamer. Pro bono. Yeah, baby. Pro bono. It's like fucking, like Suits. You know, you sometimes just gotta do some pro bono cases. It's for the firm. You know, you gotta open those Gluska briefs and, I don't know. Nah, it feels good though. It feels very good. I'll be perfectly honest, like without memeing around, everything I do, a mass majority of what I do is for the desire to offer complete free, like quality content. Like I'm a strong, firm believer in just giving, you know, free content, free. I don't desire to like, you know, hook people into pyramid schemes of sorts. Like, obviously, if people support me and I'm monetized and I'm a full-time YouTuber, I'm gonna be making money. But I don't have any desire, even slightly, to like, you know, hook people in. And be like, all right, like let's just let's make a money-making corporative business. If I ever get to that point, I'll probably just give it all away. Cause yeah, materialism is kind of crazy. I mean, money's great. Exactly, Ed. Exactly, dog. You get it. That's the thing is, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. This is a strange thing, and maybe I'm trying to stroke my own ego or, I don't know, PR moment, but that's part of what I want to be, why I want to be a successful YouTuber. Like, really, like, successful, like, successful as fuck is because I want to just give away lots of stuff to, like, friends, my community, my family. I want to have money so I can just like give back as much as humanly possible to other people. Like for me that's the appeal of having money. It's like, okay, I can give, you know, gifts and stuff to family, just give back like in such a way, and that's I'm excited for that. Can you play Careless Whisper? I know how it sounds, brother. It's like Do. Let's go. I'm sure there's a better way to play it, but I'm just gonna do it by ear. No. I'm botching it, bro, but I've never tried to play that song in my life, but I'm sure I could get it. I'm sure I could get it. Thank you, Astonish. Thank you, Atownish, or whatever your name is, bruv. You're clearly that guy. You're the guy. You're not that guy. Not that guy, but you're the guy, Atonish. You're just the guy. The guy that clearly has trash style and is suppressing himself to a fragment of his life. You're just suppressing every part of yourself. But I'm glad you didn't suppress your ability to express your opinion, bro. That's the one thing you didn't suppress. You didn't suppress your opinion, so thank you for sharing, bro. Homie thinks the hat is stupid. Thank you, brother. Thank you for sharing. And again, hopefully you're not suppressing yourself in every other metric of your life beyond just speaking your truth. Speaking your truth on a live stream. You're killing it, bro. I don't know. The test results are in. Your stream tested positive for monumental, awesome. Whoa. Damn, son. Well, it was bound to happen one day. You know, all the guitar stuff, all this memery, it's like, it was bound to test positive one day. I think you'll make decent money if you maintain 20, 50 viewers consistent. Maybe not 3K a month or 5K a month. Yeah, but a lot for streaming. Yeah, that's the fun. That's part of the fun, Hunter, is like, I don't really cognize money. Like, I don't cognize money at all. Like, it's kind of like, I approach a lot of things like this, right? If I make, like, anything, like, literally anything, off streaming, that's like a big win. That's a big win. So if I were to even make a monumental, like, tiny amount, that's super dope. And the more that number goes up, it's even doper. But I don't have, basically what I'm saying is I don't have high expectations to make money. I have high ambitions where literally, like, my brain is set on a number that I want to make per month, but I'm not in any rush to get there. But that's, yeah, the fact that my streams already get something like 3K views, if I'm, like, really pulling it through, that's cool. Because I think by the time I get 4,000 watch hours, I can double those numbers. I could probably get, like, maybe 5, maybe 6, 7K views. Like, maybe. We'll see. But, you know, I don't know. It's, I swear, for any of you guys watching that want to, and, you know, most of you maybe you want to figure out streams or you're a YouTuber, it's just consistency. I mean, obviously it's about also consistently offering, you know, high quality content of a sort, which is kind of what a stream is, I guess, but I don't know. Again, I think I've somehow just, I've been studying streaming and YouTube for like years. Like, it's not even like a study, but I've been like nurturing and cultivating so many different domains that really seem to translate so beautifully into streaming, strangely enough. I don't know, it's like unconscious. So, heck yeah, dollar bills. Dollar bills. Money makes the world go round. You can't eat money, as the Native Americans say, though. You can't eat money. You can't eat money. Nice. I agree so deeply. You can't eat money. Muse. What about me? What about you, Loopy? Nice. Play an original of yours. Play an original. Damn. An original of mine. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't know if I can do that right now. Like, vocal pieces, there's a lot. Original guitar pieces, I haven't warmed up. I'm in this weird spot where my originals, like deadass, the originals that I have that are instrumentals, I have to be like in a flow and warm them up because they're like performances. And then the vocal pieces, a little bit similar, but also I gotta be like really in the mood to just like pour my heart out. And I don't know if that's the move today, but I really appreciate the desire to see originals. I 1000% will be performing originals in the future, like 1000%. It's all amounting to that. Right now, I don't think that's the thing. Keep it real, love your content. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, brother. I'm trying, man. Like, in the sense where I really feel it's important for people to, like, I don't know, just be them, just do their thing, be authentic. Be authentic in their expression. It's like, the hat is like a sculpture, so structured. Nice. Very nice. She gets it, so, yes. Of course you do, Amy. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly, like, I laugh hard at the sky when people try to tell me. They're like, bro, no, not a hat, no, not the hat, it's not the one, or whatever they're telling me. It's like, I'm just like, bro, you couldn't argue all day long, like, you couldn't give me this, like, you couldn't argue all day long and be like, it's like, no, dog, it's a hat, it is the hat. I love this hat. I love hats too. Like, we are bringing 1800s. I swear, I was at this show that was a live show the other day. It was like a really dope, beautiful event. Kind of like a psychedelic community event. I was wearing this hat. And I remember, like, the moments where I'm, like, sitting there just, like, it was, like, weirdly enough, I went into this hat, or I went into the show, and I was like, oh, is this, like, a conscious rave kind of thing? Turns out it wasn't a conscious rave. It was, like, a classy, like, theater event, where you heard live music. It was beautiful live music. And, yeah, so long story short, I was perfectly dressed. Perfectly dressed. Because I had a hat. I got you some mushrooms and some LSD. Nice. I get you some mushrooms. I got you. Wow. No way. I like to go around and see how many people that can be banned from live. Nice. That seems like a horrendous intention, Grayson. I mean, it sucks. I like the name Grayson because one of the artists that I follow named Grayson Earhart. Love the dude. But since you've revealed that you try to ban people from streams, good luck with that, brother. Good luck. But your channel chat abilities are gone. But don't you worry. I openly like to. I hold dialogues, like, more so philosophical dialogues. Because this is the thing, Grayson. Your big brain approach on trying to ban people because, you know, you're just miserable or something. About psychedelics, too, like, that's even more. You're really laying it on thick, brother. You're really, you're really painting a picture of who you are, brother. But the reality is you realize that I'm not monetized. I can't get demonetized. I mean, maybe I could if I were to do some egregious stuff, but reality is these streams are not about substances. They're not. This is about music. These are about philosophical talks. Yes, when I become monetized, yes, when I have brand sponsorship deals or whatever, I'm not going to be talking about mushrooms. I'm not. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to continuously, professionally caveat, we will and can talk about these things on my Patreon. I'll just be like, hey, yeah, we'll have philosophical discussions about mushrooms and etc. on Patreon. But even further, you realize that we can talk about substances, but not talk about, like, the substance themselves, but talk about, like, the psychology or the psychological dimensions of it, or the philosophical dimensions of it. Like, these aren't things that are black and white. I don't think it's like, oh yeah, it's like, I don't know. I'm obviously going to be more conscious of that, but nice. I'm assuming that was connecting that. The buddy getting kicked, yeah. Facts. Heath, legend. Beautiful. Wow. Your addiction to shrimp. Whoa ho ho. Damn. Well, that's thank you for sharing that little what's the word? Your little antidote Your little stand-up comedy bit. That's cool, brother. Yeah. Are you hooked into an amp? I have a Tonewood amp here. Yeah. Not gonna lie, play a little, then talk, bro. Let's hear an original. I already told you, and I guess I'm repeating myself. Cause, yeah, it's like listening's not your strong suit. I will perform music in the future that's original. For now, I'm doing improvisation, brother. I'm doing improvisation. Welcome to my channel. I live in a state of improv. If I'm not improvising dance or speaking improv, I'm playing guitar improv. I would love to bring original pieces in the future that I've prepared to perform when I'm in that energy. But welcome to this channel, brother. I am your facilitator. I'm not gonna just change the whole nature of the channel for you. I am stoked to eat some pasta though. This is facts. I did literally like 2 hours of strength training while I was just going. I was just going, man. This was just, I'm looking forward to eating some great pasta. Yeah. Have you ever been punched in the face? Damn, son. I have not. I have not been punched in the face, but I have taken a knee to the face. Yeah. I've taken a knee, and then I returned the thing, and it wasn't in actual combat. This was in jiu-jitsu no-gi training, because I'm actually a trained fighter. So, yeah. You know, don't worry, friends. Your toxic masculinity, your hey, brother, let's talk about getting punched. Hee hee ha 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 ha. It's like that bounces right off me, brother. Trust me, I'm a trained fighter, literally. Like, I've trained Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu for 6 years, Taekwondo for 9 years before that. I would not, and responsibly, like in any given responsible nature, I would not engage in combat. It would be an unfair fight for most people, unless you're a trained fighter as well. Then maybe we can laugh it up, but most trained fighters, they don't engage in combat. They don't even engage in hostility. Like, this is, food for thought, for friends that are trying to learn something new today is when you learn to fight, you become less violent. Who would have thought? When you know how to protect yourself and protect other people and become a healthy masculine energy, you don't actually desire to fight people. Who would have thought? Whoa. Who would have thought? But trained fighters don't go and try to threaten people. They realize that they themselves, want to diffuse and de-escalate and maintain peace. Only people that clearly have no ability to fight would say that. Food for thought. But thank you for sharing, Dean Brown. And Shay, if you want to mod, I'm more than happy to help. Beautiful. I would love to bring you aboard, Amy. I know there was a couple people that were desiring to be a mod, and I think we're at that point. I think we've hit that pivotal moment where I would love to have some of this dope community be a moderator. Yeah. Good try, bro. Your comments are behind for sure. Yes. I'm trying, man. Whoa. Yeah, we are so behind, bro. Wow. Whoa. Okay, we're gonna skip. We're just gonna skip because we were playing guitar. What guitarist did I look up to? Let's do a speed round. All right, so I was saying something about the homie saying some bullocks. Saying something about punching. Smart, wow. Big brain moves. Talking about punching. And so then comments are behind. Let us hear a riff. I got you, brother. What kind of comedy channel is that? Whoa, I have no idea. What guitarist did you look to? So, I'm so happy you asked. We'll do a quick speed round. Andy McKee is the artist that's shaped my style the last 10 years. I'm really, really inspired by Adam Gontier. So bands, I guess, like Adam Gontier, Breaking Benjamin. Those are my core influences as a young guitarist. Avenged Sevenfold. Shout out Avenged Sevenfold. Shout out a double time. Shout out number 2, Avenged Sevenfold. Let's just do it. Yeah, let's. Come As You Are by Nirvana. Yo, I was actually listening to so much Nirvana at the gym randomly. Like someone was playing on the gym speakers a bunch of Nirvana. I was very happy. I want to hear you play, brother. Thank you, dog. Thank you, dog. Don't ever give up. I love the passion. Thank you, brother. Appreciate or miss. I'm gonna have to be extra perceptive to say neutral, but thank you, April. Thank you, April. That's very kind of you. 4K what? Whoa. Whoa. You're doing well. That's great numbers. Yeah. Wait, what? 4K. I need to get 4K watch hours. I think that's if we were. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your gift. Thank you, Kristen. Angel. Thank you. Dude, what shred? I want to hear to play The Sickness Is That. Whoa. Man, we got some passionate human beings here. It's the reincarnation of King Cobra. But money, you can buy something nice and tasty to eat. True. You can't eat money? Yeah. Cool streamer, non-experienced musician. Unless of that. But your content is cool. Nice. Well, I'll take that. Not experienced musician. You're right, brother. I'm just holding this guitar as a prop. I'm an actor. I don't know how to play this guitar. Somebody please teach me to play guitar. No, check out my channel, bro. I teach people guitar. I think I know. I consider myself experienced, but you know, we'll see. We'll see in the future, brother. We'll see. You can see in the future my guitar skills if you desire. I don't know. If you stick around. Yesterday you said you posted a link. Oh, I searched for the hat. Oh, bro, yeah. Check my YouTube posts under YouTube posts. The Funny Business. Yeah, bro. It's there. Yeah. If you desire, it's Etsy. Etsy shines like star. Fatima, she sells these hats. Makes many hats. Yep. Do no original piece. Want to show? Yeah. Nice. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing your opinion, Billy. But I have to say, brother, you seem to fit the same category as people that lack a little bit of self-awareness, and I'm not sure if my target audience. Like, if you think that's how streams work, you know, you're entitled to someone like, hey, bro, like, I'm not a jukebox, brother. I'm not a jukebox. But stick around. Feel free to stick around. Don't stick around. Doesn't actually matter. Doesn't matter to me. But if you're familiar, or go to my YouTube, I literally have hours upon hours of live improv over and over and over again. Like, the reason why I don't care if people do stick around or, you know, are or not attracted to me speaking is I literally do hours and hours of streams of all improv, like many hours of guitar. So check it out, brother. Check it out. I'm just trying to get through these waves of comments. I don't know. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe I should just ignore everybody permanently. Nah. Let's see how close I am. I gotta be close. Okay, I'm getting close. I'm getting close to the start, right? Skies, notes. Nice. High praise. Oh yes, the good old world charm when the gentlemen wore hats. Amy, you get it. You get, yes. Hats. Straight. Yes. I'm rambling about some exquisite dimensions, my guy. Yeah. I love this. Thank you, MC. Thank you, EMC. What a champ. What a champion. Thank you, brother. Your comments, don't worry. I know you were really bringing this to the table. You really wanted me to throw you that 24-hour badge or remove your comments. But don't worry, I got you, brother. Message loud and clear. Goodbye. Goodbye, my dog. Talk about mushrooms. They'll be legal soon. That's the thing. Mushrooms are legal in Canada. I don't know if that affects YouTube's policies now, but I'm in Vancouver. I'm in BC, Canada, not in actual Vancouver. It's legal. Mushrooms are legal. Legal everywhere. You walk multiple blocks, they are legal. They're legal for everybody. If you're of age, you get mushrooms. Straight up. So it's not a scheduled substance. It's a legal substance. There are thousands of different mushrooms. It's true. Mushrooms is a word. Tonewood amps. Yo, this guy knows. Yeah, it's a Tonewood amp. It's a true timeless sound. that I'm infinitely grateful for. Yo, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Bruce Violet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's not fighting. Even if it was, who cares? Whoa. Thank you so much for enlightening me. Thank you so much, brother. You've enlightened me fully about your clearly. What am I gonna do? Here, I'm just gonna give you 10. I'm not gonna ban you, brother. I'm not gonna read your comments for 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes. You get 10 minutes, governed, to think about why you're so triggered. About nothing. Literally about nothing, bro. Yeah. But again, thank you for enlightening me so much about your extensive background about fighting. You know, not me. No, I'm my lifelong martial arts, pursuits. That's nothing compared to you, brother. You're clearly the real fighter. You're the real fighter guy. Fighter of words. Drugs are good. What? Aren't they? I don't know, bro. Sober 11 years. I mean, I do mushrooms sometimes, but it may surprise you, but you don't need drugs. You don't need drugs to enjoy life. I mean, if you want to, no judgment, but I'm like the classic example of a dude that literally parties, dances for hours, performs at festivals, not music, but like acrobatic stuff, and doesn't do drugs. Like, I'm genuinely serious. If you knew anything about what my real life experience is, I've 11 years sober. It's great. You don't need drugs, friends. You just don't. You just need dopamine. You need good dopamine. What happened to Bon Jovi? We love Bon Jovi. But, I don't want to get copyright stricken. You look like Evil Leon. Yo, that's... I look like Leon from Resident Evil. Yeah, I could see that. Evil Leon. That's a crazy, crazy dope comparison. I'm on 0 drugs. It's called 2 hours. It's called 2 hours of strength training, 2 hours of songwriting that gives you neurochemicals. That's the drug. That's it. It's called discipline and hard work. East Forest is the soundtrack for my next shroom trip. Yo, that's beautiful. East Forest is... Dude, I met him 3 days ago. Such a nice guy. Such a talented dude. Like, such a beautiful, talented soul. He inspired me so much. Wearing a hat indoors is disrespectful. Well, luckily we're outdoors, but I wear it everywhere. I don't know. No disrespect. Yes, sir. 11 years. Well, I'm happy that we finally have caught up. I don't know what happened there. I enjoy listening to you. I like the way you talk. Why, thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce Violet. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, like, yeah, this is literally just the same way I'm always, like, all the time. I'm just a dude. And I just click the stream button and then I'm suddenly here. And then I get this interesting little realm of interaction. You know? It's nice. I think growing a YouTube is the best. You can do covers without getting copyright strikes. Yeah? You're wise. How old are you if you don't mind me asking? Yo, I'm 31, dog. I'm 31. Originals are the best. My guess is 33. Ah, man. Pretty close. Dude, dope. What? What? Yeah, oh yes, yeah, bro. Yeah, 31. Yeah, no, but I agree so much. Again, I'll be honest. I love originals. I love improv. I love creating in the moment. I love collaborating, like, with the energy of the moment. But I actually have, like, a weird, like, maybe a limiting belief to some degree. Like, I got a bias. I'm a biased dude about the limitations of covers. Because I say this almost like as a, like, jesting, I did covers from age 12 to like 16, 17. Like when I was 12 years old, that's what I was doing. I was banging out Avenged Sevenfold covers, probably not perfectly, definitely not perfectly. You know, learning Disturbed, Metallica, this, that. I was learning all the classic stuff you learn as girls. That's what I was doing when I was 12, right? Age 12, 15, 17. When I hit about age 20, I realized that I was like, you know what? I don't like doing covers. Like, I don't think I'm gonna become an original artist if I'm doing other people's music. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? And so yeah, you know, about 9 years ago, I went on that quest where I was like, okay, let's like actually focus original music. And I'll be honest, going from like never writing music, you know, starting to learn to write your own original music, it's very difficult. It takes a lot of time. Takes you know, takes conscious effort. And anyways, all I'm saying is I've almost developed a bias where for years I was like, you know what? No thank you. No thank you to covers. And, you know, I can cover music. I've spent hours and years covering difficult music. But it's limiting to a degree. And now, that being said, I'm going to probably eventually gravitate back to learning covers and going back to go for a full circle moment of learning covers and, you know, expanding my horizons. But I'm 1000% in a very unique phase of my journey where I don't really desire to learn covers. And it's, I just trust the journey, man. Have I been to Shambhala? Yes. I have, P-Dub. I went to Shambhala 5 years in a row, a few years back. You're not just a dude, you're a dude with a cool hat. Damn. Wow. Hell yeah. That's right, Jen, that's correct. I got a cool hat and a jacket. I have a jacket. And I look like a lot of dudes. I look like different actors and musicians and rappers. I've got it all. I've really got it all. I look 51, bro. Nice. I'll take that as a compliment. Because, you know, in a lifetime of everyone telling me I look like 20 years old or something, I'm going to say I look 51. That's so cool, bro. That's facts. Yeah. We are the same age. 31 don't be that way, dude. I played guitar since I was 12, but your skills, wow. Wow. That's like, wow, thank you, dog. I know, I live a weird, I feel 31. You know, I feel like I've always felt like I've achieved a lot for 31. But, I don't know, I'm probably going to look like I'm 20 or like 19 until I'm like 50. Like, that's just my genes, but I'm also healthy. Like, this is the context. I'm a healthy dude. My diet is clean. I train strenuously, continuously. Like, I do everything that you quintessentially can imagine just because, right? For healthy, genetic, growth. Like, I don't age necessarily because I'm healthy. I don't know. I play guitar since I was 12. That's crazy. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. This is the thing to the homie about saying about my skill or whatever. Yeah, I know my level of skill. Like, I've spent like ridiculous amounts of time. That's all it takes. You're literally, if you devote yourself, you will get good. But the other thing, I speak of this very openly, is for me, you know, I used to shred. Like, I'd shred and play punk rock and metal, and I still do that. I actually got a beautiful new Ibanez recently. But, you know, when you learn to connect with music on a different, like, in a soul, basically on a soul level, this is what I've noticed. It's like, when I was, like, you know, about 20, I discovered Andy McKee. I discovered Andy McKee from a really good friend of mine. My friend was, like, he had a Martin, he played Andy McKee when we were at a music festival, and I remember I was just, like, enamored. I was like, wow, that is so beautiful and soulful, and that was, like, my first immersion to fingerstyle progressive rock, which is, you know, the style I do. Like, fingerstyle, modern. But the idea is, yeah, I think part of it is, like, skill is attained from consistency and just practicing over and over again. But it also comes down to, like, falling in love with the instrument, like passion, like connecting with the instrument on a soul level. If you can do that, like, doesn't matter what it is, if it's like a pan flute or, yeah, kind of gotta warm that up there, but it doesn't matter what it is. It's like you can progress really quickly if you really enjoy it. Random, do you get any ideas for a cat's name? I still don't know. Wow. Damn, that's super random as fuck. I don't know, man. I've never. I'll be honest. Naming stuff is it's gotta be or two. Yes, I'm sure it's a miss. Bruised Violet. I'm assuming it's a miss. I don't know. Yeah. So your cat. Well, what is this cat? Like, what's its quirk? What's your cat's quirk? Is it like a? Does he have like a weird quirk that he just does, like weird quirky stuff? Personally, I mean, my cats, I never name them. Usually, strangely enough, the cats that are my cats technically are usually my sister. She'll like bring a stray cat from like for some reason California. Like I'm in Vancouver, but she goes and visits her husband in California and she adopts cats. Like this is how the last 3 cats in the household have been there. And basically she adopts these cats, names them, and then for whatever reason they're like very drawn to me. Like they're usually like I'll be playing guitar and my cats will like bond with me, and then I get these cats, they just choose me. But the idea is, yeah, I don't name many cats, but if I were to name a cat, I might think about like, how weird and quirky it is and kind of connect the dots. I don't know. I'm just laughing at something someone already said. Nice. And if I wanted to be corrected, I'd ask, whoa, nice. I don't think anyone's desiring to do that, my dog. I liked you played a moment ago. Thank you, thank you. I've been actually playing around a lot. Like before I did the stream, before I went to the gym, I wrote like a few songs, like songs that were just purely improvised that really worked. So you just use covers when you're sleeping then. Yes. This guy. This guy. And now I'm just seeing numbers floating. Ray Charles, immortality, and yes, you got a wild skill. I also like the style, but also the body and the build. The Taekwondo and listening to you explain for me. Nice. Nice. Thank you, dog. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, welcome. Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome. Brother or sister, I imagine. Inked up Jesus. Yeah, what's good, brother? Yeah, dog, I feel like I'm a strong believer. If I want to simply try to encapsulate this, I'm a believer in ikigai. Like, I love the concept. Not even I'm a believer. I love the Japanese concept ikigai. It's almost like, and what I mean by that is, I looked at my life many years ago, and I saw that the way that our purposes of life entrins and stream into each other, that is profound. That's a really important part of, I think, how the human experience is. It's not just doing things at random, and it can be. You can do whatever you want, right? But it's about harmony. It's about balance. It's about the intrinsic nature of what you do streams into each other. And I actually devoted my life to martial arts for many, many years. Like, I had a phase in my life where I strayed away from guitar when I was about 15. I did Taekwondo as a kid for like about 8 years. And that was like my kid life. And then as a young teenager, I was really into jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. Like ages like 17, 18, to about my early 20s, I did jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai like crazy. And I'll be honest, I fell in love with it. It was like my life. So, but I still, I also, basically jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai also, the thing is, it allowed me to connect with my body and my creative energy, where I learned to dance, basically. Like, I got really good at dancing, and then I started going to tons of raves and etc. But anyway, yeah. If I had a cat, I'd name it after a famous philosopher. What? That's such a good idea. Yeah. Damn. Wow. Yeah, okay. I agree with this. I agree with that, P-Dub. Straight up, like, if I were to name my cat, I'd probably name him, like, Terrence McKenna or something. Terrence McKenna or Osho. And it's like you're embodying the energy of Terrence McKenna or Osho in the cat. And then if they're like a Zen, like genius cat, that would probably work. Because cats are like philosophical gurus anyways. Yeah. Mushroom the cat. Epicurus. I think all good names, truthfully. Socrates. I think Socrates the cat is an excellent idea. I think Terrence McKenna for some reason, or Alan Watts, but those are just my favorite philosophers, or Osho. But it's like if your cat is like a guru, I don't know. I think I just call my cat in the future Osho. He's gonna be Osho. Has to be. That's genius though. Straight up though. Someone else starts calling my cats random things and we just assume it's their name now. That's pretty tight. That's pretty tight. I think that's the move. I gave my dog like 3 reasons and I'm convinced that she has alter egos. Wow. Wait, you gave your dog like 3 different names. Oh. Yeah. Dogs are special. Dogs are special. You can do they don't really like they transcend time and stuff. You throw light gloves, I peep that shit. Yeah, yes brother. I am. Nice. I don't know how you saw that, but unless you were here previously. Yeah. I'm a light glover, a tutter. You know, tutting. Super dope. Once this stream ends, there is a 1000% chance I'm gonna do some light gloving. If it doesn't get too late. Oh damn, it's almost midnight. Man, where... Yeah, I think Osho truthfully would be such a good name, because cats are like gurus. And Osho, of course, was a guru. And the cat would probably, like, if he's like a philosophical Zen guru, like most cats are, then it's like suddenly, yeah. I think I commented before about something Burning Man. Oh, word. I didn't catch that, dude. I didn't catch that. I have not been to Burning Man, but I really want to. I really want to. I know a lot of friends that have been. They love it. I think I would connect with a lot of the people at Burning Man, probably. But I'm a fire performer as well, so... Like, I've already met tons of people and partied. Like, the last, like, 2-3 years, I've been doing, like, fire performance. So, yeah, I would fit right in, surely. I know it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Who's better? Who's better? Petter or Homer? Huh. Dude, do you ever come to the States ever? I don't. As a kid, I went to Hawaii. But... I want to go to California. I really want to go to California a lot. So, like, this is part of the fun is once this channel grows to a point where I'm making full-time income and whatever, I'm going to start traveling. Like, I'm going to do this. I'll do this exact thing. But I'm just going to grab my guitar and my instruments and just start going everywhere. I'll be going to California, surely, Thailand, Japan, and probably go to Japan first, I'll be honest. I really love Japan. Japanese people are just so fucking awesome. So, I think I've got to go there. But deadass, yeah, just YouTube streamer guy that just travels the world with his guitar. It's just like, what a life. Nomad. I've been desiring to be a nomad for many years, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Let's see, Petter or Homer, it's almost 11. Have you read True Hallucinations by McKenna? No, I haven't. I think my brother has that book. Yeah. Damn, I gotta get that book. I love Terrence McKenna's, everything about his mind and the way he articulates things is just such an inspiration, so I might have to purchase that soon. I have a dog, but cats are a mood. Cats are so dope. See, this is the thing, I've talked about this. I think the next, like, 5 years, I'm gonna get, like, a really nice dog. Like, I'm gonna get, like, an Australian Shepherd or something. But I want to be in a phase of my life where I can, like, love this dog and, like, you know, make him have the best life ever. But I have to be like, you know, like a full grown adult, I think, to have a dog. Man. Wow. It's crazy to think I almost just didn't stream. I was just like, yeah, but maybe I'm just gonna be in organic non-stream land, which would have been awesome too, I'm sure, but like, I'm super happy that I did, because like, man, I'm getting those watch hours. Those grinding watch hours as per usual. It's just like, we're just about at 2K, I think. If I can't go next year, I'm about to walk there. That's commendable, bro. You should. You're gonna find Burning Man, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. But keep in mind though, to Floyd, to Hunter, Burning Man's awesome. It's like a community hive portal, but just like if you've never been to a music festival like Burning Man or a massive music festival, I've been to many music festivals, but Burning Man is like it's like a marathon. It's not a marathon. Or yeah, it's a marathon. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Like you gotta treat Burning Man almost like it's a survival challenge. Like Burning Man's going to be like a survival marathon challenge. It's not. It's gonna be like it's gonna require a lot of preparation, a lot of intention, and also just a lot of like surrender, because Burning Man is like it's in a desert and it's a massive festival. So I'm sure you'll have a blast and it'll be life changing. But it's like without a shadow of a doubt, it's like just remember, it's like it's almost like it's like a marathon, survival marathon. Yeah. Nice. Whoa. 6'7". Whoa. Nice. You will go far. You're gonna go far, kid. Ah, that's a nice song. You definitely belong in California. Yeah, I thought that for many years, but I'm blessed to be in Canada. I think, because that's the thing is like I think for a fact, I've known this for years. I've always thought like if I go to California, maybe I'll meet some like cool bandmates. And actually, I have a stepbrother who's from California. It's my sister's husband. He lives here in the same household, and he's so dope. Like he's like, weirdly enough, he's very similar to me, but yeah, and he's from California. So I'll probably go with my stepbrother to California at some point. The gods are with you. Nice. You good luck on the one-on wander and bless your journey. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I feel this. I feel your energy, brother. Fly with a different hat. Johnny D. Go steampunk. Hell yeah, brother. I love, man. I know, I mean, I love what people are comparing this to. Like, I love Johnny Depp. Like, Johnny Depp is like, he's great. I love Heath Ledger. He's also a legend. And I love how, like, the Bon Jovi, Axl Rose domains, like, those all rock. Like, the fact that I get to, like, be compared to such incredible people, like, wow. What a compliment. Your hands are doing wizard stuff. I feel your ayahuasca 6-7 skills. Whoa! What the fuck? I haven't done ayahuasca yet. But, I'm a dancer, brother. And I do lots of qigong. This is facts. Especially the last one with all the rain. Ah. Yeah, the rain it's like heavy rain. This is actually mainly what inspired me to do a live stream. I mean, many things did, but the rain itself, I was kind of like, I just want to do a late night rain live stream. I don't know why. I'm always like so drawn to try to, play like in a Spanish position, but I don't know, it kind of sucks. Like, it's almost like this is good for like such limited things, but so much guitar play is not good in a Spanish, sitting position. I have a Aussie Doodle. Oh wow. See, that seems like a good dog. That's what I could see myself having, like some Australian Shepherd type. He's measuring internet. Wow. Oh, I think I got poisoned. Oh damn. Do I surf? I can lose. No, I don't surf. I want to surf though. I've been told, strangely enough, people say I have like the energy of a surfer dude, even though I'm not even close. I'm not even close to any place where I could surf at all. Though I love the beach. This last year, I've been spending a lot of time in the most famous, I guess, the world famous beach. It's like a nude beach in Vancouver. People wear clothes. A lot of people wear clothes, but it's like a beautiful beach. It's a beautiful beach called Wreck Beach. I've been going to the beach a lot this last year. Yeah. It's a Norse pagan, Nomad thing, as much as Odin thing. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Proto-European language. There's actually, if you guys may or may not be, probably not, there's an artist called Wagal. Waagal. Wagal. Love the dude. Incredibly talented guitarist. But basically, he's doing this thing where he's taking ancient Proto-European English, which is basically the language that was apparently spoken. They don't know. We have no idea. But they assume by deconstructing the patterns of how our language was constructed 5,000 years ago. So ancient Proto-European language, or European English, was the language that was apparently spoken by humans 5,000 years ago. And it sounds really weird and really cool. And I've been actually thinking I want to learn to songwrite in Proto-European English. Like, I would love to learn to songwrite. And it sounds really, really trippy. Yeah. Yeah, Heath is dope. Honestly, in the real world, I work in film as well. Like, I mainly do background acting and commercials. And yeah, everyone just calls me Heath. It's great. Nice. Does Vancouver have good surf? I don't think so, man. We get crazy waves on the beach that's near UBC, but honestly, I couldn't say. I don't think it's just not good for surfing. Made me a friend that I moved to another city and never saw him again. Huh. That's crazy. You're a Virgo, and you're a good place now. Yes. Yeah, I am Virgo, yes. Yes. I'm just earthed. I've listened to almost every genre of music. ATP, and I like the most. ATP, and I like the most. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I discovered an artist called Ashez. It's Ashez. Ashez. He makes like insanely dope experimental underground bass music. So if you guys ever listen to bass music, Ashez. I might just put that in the comments section somehow. I don't know, I don't even know how I can do that, but Ashez. Ashez. If you're into electronic music, it's like really, really good. Like top tier. Do you know any mythology? Mythology? Not really. I'm honestly very unfamiliar with mythology. I mean, I resonate a lot with, like ancient, what's it called? Like ancient Scandinavian symbology. I really like ancient Scandinavian symbology, because apparently I'm also, back in my lineage, there's a lot of Scandinavian. So, the toque thing I wear has a lot of symbols from, like, ancient... Yeah. It's like Viking. Basically Viking stuff. Like, ancient Viking stuff I like. Because that's in my blood, apparently. We play Ashez. Yes. Ashez. Super dope artist. It's like really trippy, beautiful bass music. I listen to a lot of bass music though. That's the thing, is like, yeah. Like, I love so much like guitar. I've actually been listening to a ton of Polyphia lately, which makes sense because I got an Ibanez, but that's been stuck in my head non-stop, is Polyphia. Shout out Tim Henson, bro. I love Tim Henson. He's so cool, man. His style, that is. His style of playing guitar. Like, genuinely, because the thing is, like, I have an Ibanez now, first time in my life, and now I'm like, I really want to play like Neurotica and like all his what's the word? What's the song called? Not Playing God, but then there's Ego Death. Yeah, Ego Death. I would love to learn Ego Death. Do you play handpan? No, I don't. No. I'd love to get a handpan and a tongue drum, but nah. I know some Greek and Mayan mythology. That's beautiful. Yeah. Honestly, I'm very intrigued with mythology. Like, straight up. That doesn't work at all for playing guitar, but it's so comfortable. I see. Damn, though. Time is just disappearing. I feel at some point I'll probably... Wow, though. I don't even know We got so many likes. So many likes on this stream. This is like abnormal. This is the funny thing I've noticed is like, I've been streaming like non-stop, more or less for the last like while now, multiple months. But when I slow down, like, I've had the last like 2 weeks or whatever, my algorithm has been like hitting me with views or whatever. And when I stop, it's almost like it's funny how I can stream for like 10 minutes or something, or like 30 minutes, and I'll get like little bursts of concentrate. It's weird. It's almost like the less I stream in some sort of strategic way, the more the algorithm then wants it like promotes me. It's really weird. Yeah. Oh. I've been listening to Marcin. Like, that's awesome. Yo, I love Marcin. That dude is awesome, man. He's a great guitarist. Very inspiring guy. I actually recommend Marcin to many people. I think it's almost time soon to get some pasta. You got some intriguing and mindful people in your chat. Yeah, that I do. That I do, man. I mean, yeah. You guys are the. I swear, night streams for whatever reason, like this hour, it seems to like majority of the time be super dope people. But I also, part of what I do on these streams, right, is I have a deep woven intention on what I desire this channel to be, for a community space. It's like I'm trying to intentionally craft a community. And it's not even that complex. I'm just trying to, attract people that are artists, free thinkers, maybe like metaphysical philosophy types that, just are here. And if people don't resonate with that, then they just don't resonate with that. They're just not a part of this channel. And I'm also, I'm very, what's the word? I don't mind banning people. And, if people don't align with this channel, if people are trolling or unhinged or disrespectful, then I immediately send them out. Like, I like to make unhinged people feel very unwelcome. And not even just unhinged, but like people that are rude, hateful, disrespectful people. I send them on their way very quickly, which is, I think, what you're supposed to do anyways. But, but it's just like, that's the thing is I like to filter people. But obviously, if you're juggling thousands of people, you got to filter people in general. But I also like to just let people speak their mind as much as humanly possible. But it seems like, once you filtered through the trolls, then all you got left is musicians and philosophers and stuff. And I'm the facilitator. I'm facilitating and setting the tone. I don't know. The ball is cool. I am not homeless. I'm the opposite of homeless. I have a super dope, really nice home. No, I'm just outside because I have a roommate. Well, that's my twin. That if I were blabbing and playing guitar, at like 12 o'clock at night, they wouldn't like that. So this is basically, my room is right here, right? I actually have a massive fireplace in my room. No, that's fair. I don't know why. I thought people were just trolling me, but maybe they just think I'm homeless, Because, I don't know. No, but I'm the opposite of homeless. I live in a very safe, beautiful neighborhood. That's, away from society. And I dress, I guess, kind of like, maybe I don't know. I don't think I dress homeless, but I have an aesthetic going on. New to the chat. Is your hat from American Hat Makers? No. Strangely enough, it's actually a really, really kind woman who lives in Pakistan. Pakistan, yeah. Shines like stars. She's like the sweetest, really talented hat maker. She literally like makes all these incredible hats. Like, I was drawn to her stuff through Etsy, and she hand designed this. Like, that is, she designed it, or we designed it basically. Like, I told her the color palette, we like changed the the brim, we changed the size of the top hat part. Like, she just customized everything down to a T. Because that's the kind of hat I wanted. It's like, I didn't want like a normal top hat. I didn't want like a big ass tall top hat. But I wanted like this specific color hue, and I wanted distressed and etc. So, yeah. She killed it. She killed it. I highly recommend her. Santa Monica. Last 30 years. Whoa. How'd you get the reverb on your guitar? Yo, it's Tonewood. Tonewood amp, brother. If you're familiar. It's this little box. It naturally creates... It naturally creates a reverb. It sounds actually even better when I plug into my interface. But we're outside, so... Living in a neighborhood, but away from society. I'm confused. Yeah. It's not that confusing, yeah. What I mean is away from society is I don't live in, like... I live in the suburbs. Like, not in the city. Like, I'm, like, near the city, like 10 or 20 minutes, you know, up the hill. I live near forests. That's what I mean. It's a suburb that's, like, a nice, gated community with tons of forests. Yeah. It's kind of out of the way, but I've been living here for so long, it's just, like, I love it now. Yeah. Cool. Why, thank you, Winter. Welcome to this community. Man, that reverb sounds great. I agree, brother. I agree, brother or sister. The thing with this too is, this isn't actually necessarily reverb. I mean, it has reverb settings. This is called plate mode. It's called plate. It's almost like, it's a Hall. So technically it's almost like a Hall type reverb. But what it's doing is it's actually using a device that stretches out the natural resonance pattern of the guitar. So it's not like adding reverb to the sound. It's actually just taking the sound from the sound hole and stretching out the resonance pattern. That's how they describe it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Tonewood amp rocks. Dr. Mushroom. I think residential away from commercial. I think in residential. Nice. 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 Does it have wires in the framing? It's sick. I have almost an identical that and saved my life. It's like a helmet. Oh, whoa. Nice. No, it has a 1-inch, whatever it's called. Whatever it's called. Yeah, like a guitar plug-in. Forget the exact technical name, but it's a 1-inch plug that basically plugs in from the sound hole, or from the plug-in part, into the part here, and then it magnetically attaches. So there's a brace inside here you just install, which is this tiny little like plastic brace with magnets, and then you just magnetically, it just hugs the guitar. Yeah. I remember you said in a past life, or where'd you get the jacket, or past live? So that was profound. I got it from Arcane Coda. Arcane Coda. Now that's the jacket makers. Yeah, they have like a cool inline that says their brand, but it's called the Titan. It's called the Titan jacket. Actually, sadly enough, I got the very last, like this exact jacket. This is called the Light Wash Titan jacket. This is the last one. At least in this size. There's larger sizes, but this is the last one in the size. Yeah. Every high school had a guy like this. Whoa. I hope everyone in high school had a guy like this, bro. I'll be honest, my high school experience was really fucking awesome. I mean, it also sucked because high school is high school. But yeah. Basically right around grade 10, grade 11, that's when I started like just being really unhinged. Like really unhinged in a great way. Well, that's where I started like smoking cigarettes and going to raves and doing drugs and I don't know, smoking tons of weed and longboarding. I was, yeah, wearing lots of Adidas. It was great. But I'll be honest, high school was not always fun. It was not always fun. But then I just stopped giving a fuck about anything. And then it became very cool. No, I don't know. High school's tricky. High school sucks. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure yourself out. And high school is usually not the time or place. But you know. Nice. Wow, yeah, we hit 50. That's crazy. Like what? It's been an hour and a half and we're at 50. That's abnormal. That's abnormally high. That's abnormally high. The hat is not that. The hat, not guitar. Wait, what? I'm so confused, bro. Nice. Have you ever heard of the artist Suburban? I can't say I have, man. Yes, the hat, the hat. Does the hat have wires? Wait, what? No. Not, it doesn't, nah. Nah, the hat's, nah, it's just a hat. She made it just as it is. Yeah, no wires, no wires. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, no, interesting. So hats you think have wires. There used to be a guy like that in my school. Now I think he went to another city and do some music-related career. I don't know. Yeah. Nah. I don't know, like, if a person, if a dude is just a musician long enough and they devote their life to it, they usually become quite a character. Like, this is what I've learned. Not always, but, it's like, usually, if you just, like, listen to punk rock and, just play lots of guitar, eventually you just, like, I don't know, you figure out some pretty cool things. I don't know. I think I'll attribute a lot of my character if I'm just going to lots of raves, I dance a lot. I meet really cool people, and I dance a lot. That's life-changing. That's life-changing stuff. Like, guitar is great. I love guitar, but man, like, dancing a lot is just so fun. It makes life really great. Like, no lie. I missed it in high school. I miss it high school. Really? Wow. You miss high school. Wow. I mean, I get nostalgic. I get nostalgic as fuck about high school. I'm like, yeah, bro. But I do not miss it. I'll be honest again, like, my high school experience was weird, man. Like, literally, like, grade 9, I'm like this, like, conservative, regular, normie kid. Maybe I was like, punk rock. I was wearing like flannels, and I was a good kid. I was just a normal kid. And then halfway through grade 9, I started smoking tons of weed, hanging out with tons of stoners, which I loved. I loved all these people. And that's when I started to get into like unhinged shenanigans where I discovered, I was, you know what? I'm just going to start smoking cigarettes and hanging out with all the different types of unhinged kids and, yeah, just doing drugs and et cetera, et cetera. We don't promote drugs here, though. For the YouTube algorithms. But I would not say, I think I lived high school exactly as I would have ever desired to. I mean, I don't know. Again, eventually I got to a point where I just smoke weed all the time. Just eat tons of french fries and longboard around and, I don't know, do random drugs at points. Like, it was weird. It was weird. I swear, high school is not like it's like a survival. You gotta, like, survive high school. It's very strange. It's very strange. I personally don't think it's a very healthy dynamic. But I honestly, somehow I embraced it. I did some really cool stuff. I also threw lots of parties. I'll be honest, I had a point in high school where I had a massive house when I was in high school, so I threw house parties for a number of years. And I was, like, sober at these house parties because I wanted to, like, make sure they went well and, make sure everyone had a good time. And, yeah, that eventually, I think that helped. People like those. Can you play Lil Bow Wow? Whoa. What? I'm going to continue on my way through the comments here. I was in Vancouver recently. I went to Neptune Records, Tapestry Guitar Shop. This folk love... Yo, yeah, dude. Dude, Nardwar. Yeah, Nardwar's he's a trippy dude. He's got lots of culture. Dude, Vancouver is just... Yeah, P-Dub, that's dope, man. I love Vancouver. Like, I swear, Gastown, like... like parts of Kitsilano and Commercial Drive, like so much. There's so much incredible culture in Vancouver. It is great. And we danced and we laughed and we cried and we had a really, really good time. I'm happy for that. I know there's song lyrics. I was a pot dealer in high school. I miss it. Dude, that's awesome. You see, I had some great friends. Some great friends. I need to sit properly. I had some great friends that were pot dealers. Most of my friends, actually. And I love those guys. Like, literally, like, it's just, it seems like such a blissful thing. You smoke weed, you provide your friends with weed, you hang out with your friends, and you all smoke weed. It's like wholesome times. Didn't appreciate when I was in it. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, as a full-grown adult, I almost feel like I've like evolved into the highest expression of my high school self, right? It's like in high school, I was trying to be something or figure out, who I want to be. I did drugs, went to raves the first time. But now as a full-grown adult, I basically do the same shit I do in high school, but better, with more self-awareness. I'm just like, it's like I'm like my high school self, but I'm just like crushing it. So it's like, I mean, I'm glad I did everything I did in high school. I'm glad I was bold and tenacious and did the things I had to do, but I don't know. It's almost like I regret nothing. Herman, I'm too old. If you remember the 90s and you didn't get the good Aster shrooms, you didn't, huh? If you remember the 90s, you didn't. Huh. I don't know, bro. I was 4 years old in the 90s. Yeah. British Columbia. I'm in British Columbia, dog. Haha. I do not miss the high school. I didn't miss the freedom to create. Yeah, it's honestly, bro. I mean, we gotta just appreciate every sort of chapter. It's like, it's weird because like I have a very unique reality, and I'm also genetically, like, I'm genetically in a good, I look like 10 years younger always, like perpetually. So I think I'm gonna appreciate every age group, but yes sir, British Columbia, baby. It's beautiful British Columbia. So beautiful. It even says it on their license plate. That's how beautiful it is. Damn. Alrighty, right. Subscribed. Very nice. We have some lovely, phenomenal human beings on the stream as of today. I'm really about it. Threw my first rave in 91. You threw your first rave. That's awesome. Yeah, bro. I have lots of good friends that are rave creators and producers. Actually, one of my good friends had a festival company. Or not a festival company, sorry. A production company. Super dope. I shoplift from the 7-Eleven boss for a brick. Okay. Well, that's cool, man. I don't know. I was never into shoplift. I mean, I used to shoplift when I was really stoned, like a couple times. I'd like take 1 cent or 1 cent candies or 10-cent candies or whatever. But I don't know. I also had money. I had money in high school. I worked at Tim Hortons, so I always had money. Because I worked my ass off for some reason. Always lived the best part of our lives and we didn't even know it. We already lived. Wow. That seems super depressing and inaccurate, but okay. That's very poetic, though. It's very beautiful. I'll be honest, bro. I think 30 is the best time of my life. Like, my 30s. And I'm 31, so we're kind of... It's happening. It's happening. That's pretty wild. I remember as a teenager, I would keep collecting random pills. But most didn't even do anything. Unless I got morphine somehow. Wow. You collected random pills. Yeah. That's, honestly, as a teenager, I loved random pills. Like, not like other people's random pills, but, I was really into, like, codeine and, just, like, the stuff you get prescribed. I would never take them, as intended by the doctors, because, they'd, like, give me some for, like, my wisdom teeth, and I would never take... I was like, I don't need pain pills for my wisdom teeth, because I just smoke weed all the time. And then, I remember at one point, I was like, okay, I have all these codeines, let's see what these are. And I was not... I don't know, they're okay. But I think for some reason as a teenager, I liked the idea of getting high. It wasn't like the unhinged, dangerous dimension of getting high, but it's like, you drink cough syrup and you kind of feel a little strange, or you smoke a bunch of weed. It was like, I don't know, that was the mentality as a teenager. Again, sober for 11 years. I don't advocate substances. Don't do this, but best is yet to come. Yeah, I mean, bro, if you're familiar with this channel, if you're not, welcome. But if you are familiar, I talk a lot about the quantum theory. That is basically what I was explaining in the start of this book, right? Joe Dispenza's stuff. But if you understand anything about, like, the quantum, right? The quantum. It's almost like, in the simplest way, how I like to paraphrase is, we as a human being, we experience all things as a sort of neutralistic thing. It's like everything is a neutral entity. Everything's neutral. The perceptions of the people that you know, every given possible reality of what we perceive as positive and negative is actually a neutral entity. It is. We are just reinforcing the positive and the negative perceptions. Like, we're reinforcing based on what our thoughts and our experience is. Everything and all things all at once are existing simultaneously. That's what the quantum theory is. Everything, every given possibility you could ever imagine, it's all happening all at once, for the better and for the worse. You are both. You are the best possible outcome and you are the worst possible outcome. It's all existing all at once, only depending on where you direct your energy. So if there's a part of you that literally genuinely believes that, but this is the worst timeline, or this, like, my life is XYZ, and you don't realize what is, like, your ability to create your reality, the power that you have to actually create your reality is astounding. Like, it is astounding. But yeah. Yes, quantum mechanics. It really goes, like, what a blessed time to be alive, where we literally have, like, genius scientists and, like, genius intellectuals who are bridging the worlds with metaphysics. Like, that is so dope. Like, what an amazing thing. And that's happening like crazy. It's happening like crazy. It's literally like, you don't have to look very far. You can buy books that will explain down to a T some of the most profound dimensions of, like, metaphysical philosophy. And it's powerful. It's beautiful. Books are great. I highly recommend books. I remember taking ecstasy at school for fun. Oh yeah, I did that too. I remember I was in metal workshop, and I did MDMA. This was so fun. I remember I basically was like, I was like chilling in class, hanging with some friends, and I was supposed to create a V for Vendetta mask out of metal. And I remember I took MDMA, and I just, like, as the MDMA was kicking in, I was just sitting back and be like, man, I love this place. Like, I love this classroom. And then I built this beautiful mask. I built this V for Vendetta mask out of metal. And I was on MDMA. It was great. It was a really good time. Nice. This guy. We got a lazy, ironically not funny comedian here. But hey, bro, I get you. It's a play on words, apparently. People like to poke holes in making fun of ancient words. Just so classy. So classy. Think only neutral if we choose. You dance between dimensions by choice. I think we're only neutral if we choose. Only neutral if we choose. No, but I'm saying, bro, in the deeper context, everything is neutral. It's not like, positive and negative is a polarity that we as human beings have perceived in the 3D dimension. We split things off. We perceive things as a three-dimensional polarized experience. That's not the greater totality of things are. Like, if you understand quantum theory and understand the material versus the non-material, like, the greater construct of how things operate and manifest in the universe does not operate in this, like, positive and negative or good and bad. That's not even real, right? That's not actually real. So when I mean neutral entity, I mean neutral entity. It's not that we're... But you're maybe... Yeah. I sort of get what you're saying. Like, I think I kind of get the context you're saying, but I'm saying is, like, if we observe what, like, quantum mechanics is literally telling us, everything's existing all at once, and we as humans are trying to believe or perceive things. We're like, oh yeah, the positive is versus the negative, or it's, but this is good and that is bad. That's just because we as humans need to split things off. We split things off because we're dualistic, and we are experiencing polarity. That's not how things actually are. It's the same reason when someone, say, spiritually integrates the human experience, we get to see the deeper truth that there is spiritual beauty and truth in literally everything. In the slums or the most bizarre, like, human aspects of the human experience, there is beautiful, beautiful spiritual significance and beauty in it. It's like, it's a very bizarre thing. I know, like, we're in the world. We are in the world. We're humans. It defies everything. When we break it down, we're all a nucleus. When we break it down, we're all quantum particles. I love that you pointed out, because yes, when we break it down, we are cells that have an ability to divide, but it's beautiful because the quantum theory explains actually on a cellular level, like scientifically, why we're actually just empty. We're empty. Space. We are empty. We are void. We're in the void. Like 99.9% of us, 99.9 repeated actually, is empty space. The material world that you feel that our senses tell us is real is 0.00001 repeated. This is scientifically proven. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Ever watched The Truman Show? I have, a long time ago. That's, the Jim Carrey movie. Jim Carrey is a gem. I love Jim. Here we go. Yes, yes. Whoa. Yes. Yes. This is... Yo, I love this. We got it. You're the guy. I'll send you on your way. Your comment ability has been revoked. Your comment card is gone, brother. But yes, that's the guy. We got another homie that's clearly not a part of the target audience. He accidentally tiptoed. He stepped into this YouTube stream thinking, "Oh, I'm a part of this. I'm a part of this stream. I'm your viewership. I'm your whatever." But he was sorely mistaken. I mean, he can kick it. He can stick it around if he wants to, but have fun not commenting. That's the ego. We are everything and everything in us. That's true. I remember there was a fellow, I think he was an Indian fellow, that was explaining from, like, yes, in the deeper sense, we are, like, we are all one. We're all together. Like, we are all, in the deeper sense, like, beyond the human experience, yes, we're all unified. Like, we are one. I don't know, it's less... I would say you're right, brother. It is the ego. It's the human brain, the human mind, which is, obviously, the psyche is a part of... The ego is a part of the psyche. But that's the thing, bro, is, like, what we're talking about, yes, on the deeper level, we are all one. But surely it's like, again, in the human experience, we're humans, right? We experience the 3D. Like, in this human realm, as we are living here, we cannot step outside of polarity, like, how we do these things. I mean, we can't step outside the ego, but... Do you believe in past lives? I absolutely do. I personally have never experienced or remembered anything related to my past life, but for some reason, I've had this deep, deep feeling for most of my life that I was a samurai in my past life. I have no memory, any recall, but I know for a fact there are people that have expressed they remember past lives, and I think that's beautiful. But I don't know. I've always just deeply revered and loved Japanese culture, especially ancient Japanese culture, especially samurais, and everything that they represent, like their level of honor, the way they study martial forms, their love for poetry. Like, ancient samurais just feel like they feel like just such an incredible culture. Nice. Slasher. Whoa. Do you think this could be some kind of dream that we'll wake up from? And when we die, I don't even know if death is real at this point. Death is real. because life is real. But absolutely, this is a dream. Like, I've been studying lucid dreaming a lot, and the core truth that the ancient Tibetan dreamers or dream yogis would say is that yes, this is a dream. This isn't real. Like, this is all a dream. This is an illusion. Our reality is illusionary. You know, it's like we've convinced ourselves that this is real, but this is all actually an illusion. That's like a very beautiful core thing. Enjoy the ego. Let's just expand and explore. Don't explode. Yeah, the ego is a funny thing. Like, you know, to some degree, yes, we want to be able to be self-aware, to step outside of the ego, but we don't want to abolish the ego. We don't want to pretend the ego doesn't exist. We are human beings. Like, we have a brain. Our ego can be a tool if we desire to. Like, it can give us like a foundational awareness of parts of the mind, but obviously we want to learn to keep the ego in check. We want to understand the role of what the ego is supposed to play, so we can, you know, find balance. Nice. That is a stupendous hat. Nice, stupendous. I'm just riffing, brother. I'm riffing off what the homies are speaking to. Nah. I guess I'm just briefly talking about the ego, which I love. I'll be honest, I love to talk about. I love talking about the psyche, the mind. I love this stuff deeply. That being said, it's getting late. It's 12:30, and I still haven't eaten my pasta. I did 2 hours of strength training, maybe more like an hour 40, and I haven't eaten pasta. I gotta eat this pasta, bro. I woke up in a hospital bed not knowing if I was alive, dead, or dreaming. I don't even know if I ever woke up. Wow. Wow. It sounds like you entered a quantum portal, if you know what that means. If, like, you had a powerful quantum shift. If you feel that, like, it's almost like you entered a... This kind of sounds bizarre. But it's almost like, yeah, you may have entered, like, a different timeline when you entered that, yeah. Yeah. Truther 777. Whoa. Yo, you either said this in another stream or someone else has told me I look like this Truther 777 guy. I have no idea who this is. What does an ID, an ego balance look like to you? An id. Wow. What does an id? These are beautiful questions, man. You guys make me want to stick around. I gotta probably end the stream soon and get some pasta. It's also getting pretty late. But, man, a balanced ego. You know, I think it's a little more simple. It's simple to sort of understand what a balanced id and ego is. Or as you say, you're using, yeah, the ego. I honestly think it has a lot to do with just honoring, I'd say engaging in no mind, you know, alongside mind. It's basically like if you can successfully learn the application and the role of that which is beyond the mind, say the no mind. You know, I resonate with Taoism, so I'm using like a Taoist term, but it's like the ability to basically honor silence and that which is beyond the mind. I think that's a pivotal way of understanding how to perceive the ego, to step outside of the ego and be an observer of the ego. If you can just honor the role that no mind plays. And yeah, I don't know. It's basically what I'm simply saying is, strange enough, everything can circle back to psilocybin. If you sit with psilocybin frequently, that is magic mushrooms, you will basically notice exactly what I say. It's like balancing the id, which I think, I'm trying to remember that's like a Freudian term. The id, that's like the larger like collective construct, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or no, the id, that's our primal urges and desires, or I forget, bro, honestly what the id is, but I'm absolutely not truther. Yeah, I'm definitely not truther. We've had that established when the other person made that connection. But who is truther? Like, genuinely, who is truther? I'm so confused. Bounce back and forth decades. I feel lucky to have found your channel and saw. Connected, reconnected. Nice. Bless. Appreciate you, Violet. Appreciate you, Violet. Just understanding who you are, but not forcing others to be you. I like that. I like that, Looper. That's a strong statement, brother. Between a monk and a scientist. I like that. I really like that. The it is primal. So the primal. Yeah. That makes sense. So the ego and the id, the primal, like our primal. Wow. I could talk about that. I honestly could go off on a deep tangent about that for a while, but I think in the simplest, right, to balance the ego, it does make sense to honor the no mind, and so you can step outside of the ego, the egoic mind, and be an observer. It's basically what I'm simply saying with a lot of words. If you have the ability to reflect, to be self-aware, and consciously interject moments of reflection, facilitated maybe by something like psilocybin, maybe in a sober capacity, whatever allows you to have genuine moments of reflection and self-reflection, that I feel would allow you to achieve that balance. But if we're talking about the id, like the primal, what I understand, like our primal self, like that goes very deep. I think that really also, though, it has to do with honoring. Like, honoring our primal self is honoring our body. It's honoring our body and almost like our connection to the elements in nature. If I were to, like, understand what I think is important to how we as humans, because in the simplest right, in modern 2026, a lot of us are really disconnected from our primal selves. And as a man, we can speak of men and women, we're disconnected, like, as a man, from this primal masculine energy. Like, this is such a pivotal thing. And really, to return to our primal energy is so powerful. And the simplest right, that's like our body, our nervous system, our vessel. That really seems to be like a huge connecting point. But I don't know, that can go deep. That can go super deep. I really think. Axel. Loopy, missing context. Axel Rose, yeah, bro. The Axel strands, yeah. That's tight as fuck, though. I get the best comparisons, man. People just like, I apparently look like some cool dudes. And this is not intentional. I'm looking like me. I look like me, most definitely. I mean, yeah. It's funny. It's like an anomalic coincidence that I happen to look like these other people. Ego helps you question when neutrality leaves questioning. Yeah, honestly, ego is great. Like, if you have a healthy, healthy ego is great. Healthy ego. Like, the ability to actually, like, let's be real here. If we're gonna, like, go deep into why I think the ego, like, if you can, pick yourself up, be like your own, like, self-aware coach, or, like, have like a very powerful, indomitable will. That's ego in some rights. Like, your ability to be, I want to be the best human being that I can be. I want to be, the best man I can be, or the best XYZ, right? Maybe the best, son or father, or whatever you are. It's like, I think having a healthy dimension of ego is beautiful when you truly have that achieved. And, maybe one could say often those things don't even have to do with the ego. Maybe it's stepping outside the ego. But I think there's a pivotal role, and the ego is like, it's you, like, really just rooting yourself in who you are as a human, no matter what. Like, being like, what, it's like a survival instinct, which it is. Ego's survival instinct. Heath Ledger. Holy shit, it's uncanny. I know, bro. I'll be honest, the first time someone ever was like, yo, you look like Heath Ledger, I looked on Google. I was like, Google Heath Ledger. And I saw Heath Ledger doing like a headshot. And I remember literally like looking at Heath Ledger's face, and I was like, holy fuck, it's like looking at myself. Like, I literally just looked at, I was like, that looks like me staring into me. It was very weird. Obviously, I'm not Heath Ledger. Obviously, my structure is a little bit different, but I have a very similar facial structure. It's great. It's very trippy. I wonder how many times Heath Ledger has been typed in the chat. quite a lot. But every time, rest in peace, rest in peace, Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was a gem. He really was. He really was. You didn't know who it was. Oh, I know who Heath Ledger was, but I never Googled him to see his facial structure. Yeah, I didn't really know who he was. Yeah, until when was it? I think he did The Dark Knight. I think I was about my early 20s when I discovered who Heath Ledger was. Yeah, but then I discovered I have an uncanny look-alike. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Wind. Thank you. Hello. What is good, Dutchy? What is good, Dutchy Queen? That's tight as fuck, Dutch. Ego's who you believe yourself to be. Yeah. Brother, yeah, it's there are so many incredible encapsulations of the ego from people like Alan Watts, Osho. Osho nails it in many rights. It's just all the philosophers, they do such a great job of really putting in perspective the ego. Man, I love philosophers, but this is if you've been on the show for a while, it's very clear. Confidence is a consciousness of abilities, but false confidence makes you unable to distinguish truth from the lies you tell yourself. Wow. Beautiful. I like that. Beautifully said. I suppose you're a little younger. Interesting. Well, I'm 31, so I'm about the same age Heath was. Well, he was a few years younger. Yeah, I'm in a similar age group as Heath was when he passed. But no, I don't know how old you are, but I'm not that young. I look super young, but I'm surprised it's still raining so heavy. It's beautiful. That's very beautiful, though. Confidence is a consciousness of abilities, but false confidence. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing to explore. I feel like I gotta go soon. I probably just gotta make some pasta, and I took a nap earlier, so my sleep schedule is way off, so I could be up as late as I want, but I don't know. I think eventually I want to stim down. But I have to say, I appreciate your Jen ISIS. That's a very interesting thought about false confidence. What an interesting thought. I agree 100%. Is if we're gonna really analyze and observe, yeah, false confidence. What a bizarre entity. I'll be honest. I'll be perfectly honest here. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the stream. But I'm a quintessential example of a dude who was not confident. I had lots of what's the word? Lack of self-worth. Lack of self-worth for many years, for lots of my life. I don't know why. Just that's how it goes. As a full-grown adult who's a performance artist, now I'm pretty confident. I still have bouts here and there, but I'm a pretty confident dude. I've got a lot of reason to feel genuinely, authentically connected to myself, and it's just I love it. But that's an interesting thought of what is false confidence? I think false confidence almost parallels or sits in the same realm as narcissism. If a person's they're profoundly lacking self-awareness and they have the mental disorder of narcissism, I'm sure false confidence is maybe a sister sort of element of it. I don't know. These aren't things I think about a lot, but I could think about this. It was real. It was fun. Nice. Yo, thank you. I'll see you soon, I'm sure, Jen. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Lots of new faces, and I'm super down. It was real. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm almost in a fast mode. Because I was doing so much strength training. I obviously drank a smoothie and stuff, but it's this pasta's been calling me. I bought a bunch of crazy dope Primavera pasta sauce. So it's this is yeah. This hair strain's really just there. So that's the inflated ego that needs to be popped. Whoa. Yes. Interesting. I'm neither perfect nor imperfect, and I am what I am now because it has always been impossible anything other than what I am now. Yes. I like that. So it's when I'm trying to be something else I naturally struggle and suffer. Wow, very insightful. Very insightful. Welcome. And thank you for sharing this insight, friend. We signed this contract, this game with ourselves, to experience a time, a story, experience something other than infinite love from what we can. Wow. This is very, very poetic, my friend. Very poetic. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I am nowness. Very nice. That's what meth does. Woohoo! Bruv. This guy's talking like he's got some sort of... How do we do this? I'm going to give you a hard 30 minutes, brother, to think about why you're like, I don't know, like shaming, dropping this weird meth word bomb on people, acting like that. I don't know, that just seems like outlandish behavior, brother. I mean, if you're new to the stream, welcome, but obviously I've been sober for 11 years. Just like, sober from alcohol and party favors. That's just, we promote sobriety on this stream here. But we also don't judge people, if they want to drink or do whatever. Well, narcissism is an epidemic today. The mainstream doesn't want to admit it. I agree. I 1000% agree, James Vincent. Narcissism is an epidemic. Yeah. I don't know. I've been in a place where I remember about 5 or 10 years ago, I became very intrigued with narcissistic, manipulative personality disorders. People. I had people in my life where I was like, wow, like there are people in my immediate sphere that are possessing these like overwhelmingly clear personality disorder traits. And I remember basically, as a dude too, I'm a musician, performance artist, whatever, right? I almost noticed I have this very weird tendency, good tendency, to be very difficult to manipulate, simply. Like, if a person's trying to manipulate or, do some sort of narcissistic, mind dance or whatever, I'm very good at, like, penetrating people's things. It's like, they almost like, it's weird. I don't know exactly why it occurs, but that being said, obviously I'm not immune to people that are just like, mental or pathologically or psychologically ill, but I'm a very curious guy. I like to understand the mind, and it's like, yeah, it's like, it's strange. It's strange the way that, because, in the simplest way, a lot of these disorders, right, these two that we're just describing, these are obviously coping mechanisms. These are mechanisms, they're defense mechanisms. They're psychological defense mechanisms. People that developed, in childhood or whenever, usually inherited, to survive, to feel adequate, to create a sense of control in their life. And, yeah, so it's like, it's a very strange mechanism, right? It's like, why are people feeling so out of control, in the modern society? Why are they often trying to, like, yeah, like, almost, like, get their needs met in a very, like, destructive, sort of, like, broken way? It's like, we're definitely in a ill society. Like, our society is ill. Like, it's I'm a musician, and half of what I write about sometimes, just organically, is, like, how fucked up the society is. And it's like, it's true. Eat well, sleep well. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow. This is magic, though. This is magic. We have some beautiful strings I love pulling related to this dialogue. Like, there's some really dope dialogue. I mean, I really like these late night streams, these late night live streams. If you think for too long, you'll get more questions than answers, and more complex. After all, life is a paradox. It is, yeah, paradoxical. Yeah. Sermon wants the floating again. Facts. Radar. I am Nowness. I like your perspective, my guy. So we need to organize around 150 people. It's impossible to become a narcissistic greedy parasite and create big communities of monopoly. And that's where today for 4,000 years. Interesting. So we used to organize around 150 people. Exact. You're right. You're right, man. You're right, James Vincent. We need to return to a tribal context. We need to. So much of our experience is pointing back to this core truth of reconnecting with this like ancient tribal primal context. It really is so. Yeah. Yeah. What's my name? It's Ryan, brother. Ashe is my my moniker. It's like my YouTube brand. But it's so much more. It's so much more than that. It's got a very interesting backstory. But yeah. Anyways, I think this is the time, friends. This is the time. Honestly, it feels always weird to leave a stream with a room full of people, but yeah, time is time. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Yes, I guess we'll do outro. Outro time. Outro. Thanks, Ocean. Appreciate you, Loopy. Appreciate you here, dog. Appreciate you. Good night. Bless. But yes, feels weird doing an outro. I feel like so robotic, but yes, if this content resonates with you, feel free to follow this channel. I teach guitar, do meditative sound journeys, among various things. And yeah, we're on the road to 4K watch hours. This feels so robotic, I don't know why. We're on the road to 4K watch hours. Yeah, let's go. I don't know. Beautiful. Very nice. But yeah, thank you so much for chiming in. You guys are awesome. Much love. Much love. Bless. Ashe.